is going on, guys? Chris Lancaster, aka SeeDub, coming at you live. It's about 4 in the morning on Saturday, June 3rd, 2017. This is going to be number one, the very first episode in my vlog, and a little bit of background of how I'm getting to this point for those of you that may not know. I work a day job in the IT field for a large defense contractor, and I love my job. I work with a great team of people, and I find it interesting and rewarding. But I've always, for the longest time, had this idea of doing some branching out a little bit, doing something different, whether it was freelance consulting or some other business venture on the side. But the thing is, I've just never really had a clear picture of what exactly I want to do with it or how to start it up, nor have I honestly just taken the time or put forth the effort or had the commitment to get it running, to get off the ground with anything like that. Now, about a week ago, this character, Gary V, there'll be a link down below to his channel, his video started popping up in my YouTube feed, and I watched a couple of them, and honestly I didn't really think that much of it. If anything, one of them particularly kind of got on my nerves, but there was something about the way that he portrayed himself and something about his honesty and his mannerism that kind of intrigued me. So I watched some more videos and I read some of his articles, and the more and more I got into it, I really got kind of hooked on what he had to say. And I think that one of his main core messages that resonated with me and actually has inspired me to go down this journey is to find something that you really love, something that really echoes in your core, and then just run with it. Just pour yourself into it day in, day out. Just put in the time and the effort and the energy and the hard work, however many hours it might be a day, to learn the craft, to better yourself at it, to network with other people in the community, to really make a name for yourself in it. And he basically says, by doing this over time, you will be successful and you will achieve your wildest goals and your dreams, and whatever that might be. Now, I had the privilege and honor of serving as an active duty Marine under Sergeant Major John Paul Courville, and he has been another tremendous source of inspiration, and I still to this day remember one of my favorite of his quotable quotes or tidbits of wisdom. And forgive me in advance, JP, I'm sure I'm going to butcher the wording, but essentially he would tell us that that motivation was all fine and well, but at the end of the day it was much like caffeine, and the effects of it would wear off. Now, however, inspiration, on the other hand, could last a lifetime. So he always sought to not just motivate the Marines that he was leading, but also inspire us onto bigger and greater things. And that message definitely stuck with me. I always loved that one, and I think it holds true to this day of being inspired to go and do something on a longer term basis, not just motivated to get up, but actually inspired to have the commitment to see this through for the long haul, as it were. Now, another thing that Gary V delves into is that how he wishes from the get-go he had been documenting his whole process and his journey, his adventure, even in the times before he had this huge network, this whole media company that he has, as he was building his skill set and his network and his team, and just be able to have that record going all the way back. Now he's very, very rigorous in documenting his day-to-day activities and his business and how he runs it and his thoughts, but he stresses that he wishes he had done that from the get-go. So taking a clue from that page, this is it. This is day one, ground zero for me. Starting right now, I don't have 100% clear path of where I'm going or what exactly I'm doing. I just know that I want to do something along the lines of social media marketing and networking, and basically project management and development to some extent. So, to that end, I actually have my first business call, if you will. It's not really a clientele arrangement because it's one of my best friends in the world, Roy Hahn. Terrific guy. He's known him since first grade. He's out in New York City, and he's a co-founder of this outfit, CrossCompute.com. Again, I'll put a link down below. And it's basically this amazing web-based platform that he and his team have created that's going to be absolutely phenomenal for educators and for research outfits I mean, they're going to start with New York City, but they're going to branch out around the states and eventually worldwide as they grow. But it's going to be a wonderful platform for anyone working in software development, engineering, algorithms, anything in that field, to be able to take their code in whatever language it might be, and independent of platform, put it into this web-based platform as a tool that can then be accessed by other users of the system, and can be, you know, used to perform calculations and manipulations on all sorts of other data sets. And I mean, it's just basically the potential of it is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's really something that's going to blow up here in the next couple of years. So right now we're at ground zero of that project as well. They have the code base there and everything like that, but it's a matter of getting people involved in the project, getting the right educators in the city involved, getting a better, more dynamic media presence for them, social media presence, as well as, you know, a more friendly user experience on their website that's going to really draw people in and get their attention. So that's what I was talking to Roy about. We had a really good call. I mean, we were on the phone for an hour and a half. Some of it was just personal catch-up, but the latter half of the call was really delving into where their project is at right now and what we can do to move it forward as far as growing its influence, growing its exposure, and just moving in a positive direction. I really did not want this video to be super long. I was thinking more like 5 minutes, and I see I'm already almost 6.5. So I'm going to wrap it up right here, but let me leave it off saying that I really appreciate you watching the video if you're still with me, and I absolutely would appreciate any support that you can offer as far as hitting the like button below, please subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment on the video. I appreciate any and all feedback or support. And until next time, this has been SeeDub on vlog number 1, and I will see you guys next time.